A crop circle appeared on October 18, 2017 in Ipuaku, Santa Catarina, Brazil, in a wheat field. Then on November 10, 2017, another crop circle appeared in Linha Bela Vista, 88 kilometers away. These two are quite simple in form, but with many messages in recent crop circles, one must wonder if these two represent another two warnings. The crop circle in Brazil is a big circle inside another circle. The outer circle looks like an outline, as it is very close to the circle inside. I thought it looked like the atmosphere around the Earth, although you would expect to see circles in crop circles, since that is how they get their name. But I don't recall seeing another circle this close to the big circle inside. This must be about our atmosphere, unless it is about the sun and its aurora. So I searched recent news and found an article in 10/30/2017 about super high CO2 levels in the Earth's atmosphere. This was not front page news because we all knew what was coming. But because the report was so alarming, since we have not hit this CO2 level in the last 3.5 million years, CNN and several other news organizations put it out on the same day. Interesting that the crop circles were ahead of the news by 2 weeks. There was no debate on the data, as anyone with eyes can read the report. But what would the CO2 do to us remains debatable. The last time we had a spike in the CO2 level, which was in 1998, we had a terrible El Nino. Now we've had hurricanes, floods, you name it. Will it get worse? We will soon find out. But the crop circle can also be a warning about coming sun flares. Actually, the sun has been shooting off massive solar flares these days. If you ask me, this crop circle is actually a warning about some massive sun flares hitting our atmosphere. When will that happen? My guess is that we will have an active year coming, and the effect will be felt around the globe. Please note that this is not the first time we have warned about solar flares. We correctly predicted solar flares based on the April 12, 2017 crop circle. And we even said the solar flare will be shooting between Mars and Venus. However, we thought Venus would be affected, but it turned out that Mars suffered more of the effects. Now, let's look at what messages are in the November 10 Linha Bela Vista, Brazil circle. The circle is a target and there are dots in all 4 directions. When I saw this, I thought I was looking at a fighter jet aiming device. So my first instinct was about a coming conflict, possibly an airstrike. But where? The rational guess would be North Korea, because that is in the hot zone. But if North Korea were aiming at us, then it would be by missile instead of by an airstrike. If it is an airstrike, then it would more than likely be the United States ordering strikes. Of course, I could be wrong, and the circle may just mean 4 countries tightening sanctions on North Korea. Those 4 countries certainly could be the United States, China, Japan, and South Korea. And maybe that is what is really meant. Whatever the message may be, let's prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. This is Ken Peters. Thank you for watching.